Hello, streaming to you live on Rumble. I am Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Monday, June 22nd, 2026. And after a full day of activity, I'm still going to do my fitness routine. And that's day number 431, wearing the incredible X39. And 89 days are left until my... Oops, not that. Until my 89th birthday. So I just wanted to show this here. That's what I wanted to show you. 89th birthday. So let's get to it. It's pull day today, so I'm going to do a warm-up, and that's where I'm going to take the X49. That's this one here. So X49, X49. And I'm going to put one under each wrist. And I'm going to skip at a tempo today of, I think, Saturday I was doing 165. And because I had a full day of activity, I'm just going to kind of warm up the body at 142. I'm going to do 142. All right. So I'm going to switch screens here, and we're going to see the metronome is still set from Saturday, where I was doing the fitness stress testing, and it went okay, actually. I nearly matched my first attempt. I said 142. So, set the metronome, and let's get right to it. So, before I forget, timer. I said 9-minute warm-up. So that's, you're going to see 6.5 minutes, then 2.5 of high intensity, and then 2-minute cool down. And let's go. Come on. All right. So I'm just doing a boxer step. So, for today's pull exercises, I will be doing lat pull downs. So essentially pull downs with cables, but in today's case it's with excuse me, with the bands. Sorry. And I will be using the vibration plate today. Somewhere there. That's where I'm going to sit on the vibration plate. So you can see my recovery is quite good today. Even though I really skipped with a lot of pace today, especially with the crisscrosses at the very end. So 2, 1. Okay, so you can see my heart rate has recovered nicely, and the metronome was set at 60 beats per minute. So I'm going to take, I'm using a black and a green band, so I have stacked the bands together to mimic the purple band, which one of them I've just recently seen a tear in it, and this is the reason why I'm stacking the bands, and I'm just looking for my remote. Oh, there you are. All right. So I'm creating an X with the bands. So basically, I want the bands to be pulling, and there we go. So here I am pulling. Holding the isometric hold negative and allowing the vibration to create a disturbance or muscle activation. So by stacking the bands here, essentially what I'm doing is mimicking the weight resistance of the purple. So I'm using the metronome to help within the range of movement. that's 3 minutes with lots of activation on the lats. So now I'm going to switch to doing a chin-up version of this. So focusing on the top end of the pole. So with this, instead of well, I'm not saying instead of, but what I'm going to do is lean forward, similar to what I was doing with the lat pulls. And here I can feel a stretch on the lats from, so my elbows are being pulled towards my forehead essentially. So, and doing that helps with getting the moving the lats through this range of movement. So, and basically that's where I want, this is the range of movement that I want to target, right like there, as opposed to the next exercise, which will be the row, and that's going to focus on the finish part of the movement. So with that, all right, here we go. So by having next up is the row. And this is where, instead of leaning towards the wall, I'm going to lean away from the wall. And by doing so, here, I'm going to adjust this. In previous weeks, I wouldn't have done this. I didn't do this, but I'm going to do it today. And that's where I'm going to take the band and just lower at one anchor point. And the idea is to have the bands kind of stretching the same kind of length as for the chin up and the pull up. And the idea is to kind of balance out the resistance, because when you do pull them, the bands, they do, the weight does, or the resistance does kind of increase a little bit, because Alright, so the idea is to have the bands here like this, so leaning and then pulling it this way. So the idea is to keep the hips kind of like in a neutral position, but with the disturbance in the vibration creates the activation in the lats, and by holding it, moving it slowly, holding this weight like isometrically, so holding my position, leaning back, and getting the muscle to do the work. So you squeeze the kind of the hips, and you hold your position nice, and hold the elbows behind the torso. So this is similar to doing a bent over rope, but getting the full extension within the range of movement. So here the lats are stretched. I can feel, so I'm leaning back just a little more. Alright, so next, I'm going to switch to doing supination curls. So this variation, I like to incorporate the twist and the supination plus the bicep curl. Now I'm calling it supination curls because you'll see why momentarily here. This is where I'm going to take green bands off, and I'm going to take this off here. This is my anchor point. The idea Now, with this variation of the curl, this is where I'm going to take I have small ankle straps here that I've wrapped around twice, so making them smaller. And the idea is I'm going to take I'm going to take a blue band here. Yeah. Okay. Normally I would do 2/16. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna stack these today. So I'm gonna take a blue and a green band and I'm gonna stack them together. So meaning I'm gonna grab door anchors and I'm gonna be standing on them today. Or stepping on the door anchors, should I say. Because one is going to go under each foot. And then also there. The idea with this exercise is to combine a bicep curl along with the supination and pronation. So I'm going to do dedicated work for each of the movements. And what I'm going to do is this here. Okay. The idea is to step on the bands while So the idea for this is to do this here, and you'll see okay, and it's a little bit cumbersome to set up because of the so I have tension on the bicep at the bottom here, so I'm going to curl and then supinate at the same time. So that's where I'm going to take the bands and I'm going to hold it like this and then rotate them up while using the vibration. And I just realized that I didn't balance out the distance between this here is a little bit, like I said, it's a little cumbersome to set up, but once you get it, it's really nice. Okay. Yeah. So the idea is to supinate and curl at the same time. So by having the straps one attached to my wrist, and then my supination is allowed to move freely, it really creates a unique situation. And there we go. So here I'm gonna target the pronation now. So here the long head is getting activated more so versus the short with the supination. really feel the tension being put on the long head. It's really pronounced. Wow. All right. Next up, I'm going to focus on the what's called Pelican, and it comes from the calisthenics variation. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the bands that I used right here, and I'm going to take the door anchors off, and I think I'm going to place this here, kind of shoulder height. And the idea with the Pelican is to activate the long head or the bicep from the stretched position. So the idea is to do that. And I'm going to add this band as well as part of this movement. So I have a little bit of tension from the low end. So it's all about angles. So basically having the bicep, this is stretched from behind your body, and then curling it this way. And with that, I'm also going to lean forward a little bit, so that way the tension stays on the bicep. And by using the vibration plate, I'm going to create that activation with that as well. So standing forward, I need to move this just a little bit more, actually, because there we go. So here we go, and that's what I want to activate. So and because I've already worked on the supination and the pronation, I'm just going to focus on activating the bicep from the stretched position. So lower at the very bottom. Make sure that my knees are locked. And here I'm activating the bicep. So I'm holding the band or holding the straps as if I'm doing a straight bar curl. There's an explosive. So at the when my arms are at full stretch, I'm actually flexing the tricep a little bit. So that way you're activating the bicep at its fully stretched position. Now I'm going to switch to a hammer style hold. Flex the tricep. Flex the tricep. Flex again. Ah. Oh, it's lots of bicep work. Whew. They are tired. All right, the last exercise for today is just going to incorporate the exercise ball, and I don't have this written on the screen, but I'm going to do it anyways. And this is where I'm going to take the last week I used 15 pounds, and today I'm going to use 20 pounds worth. And so on the power blocks here, I'm taking the white. So I don't know how this is going to be. But so the idea is to hold them like this and work the forearms. So that's the idea. So, and with the I'm actually gonna raise my butt position by taking the exercise ball. Yes. So this is a little bit more natural position. So as if I'm the idea is to curl it up. This is probably a little bit on the so I'm going to do it this way. That way I can get more of a flexion in the wrist, still having the same resistance. This is a really, really pretty effective. I can feel it in the forearms. If I had a barbell, I would do that. can really feel it in the forearms. This exercise is very good. Holding it isometrically here. Oh. Wow. That certainly gets the muscle activated. Next one I'm going to do is now I'm going to flex them up. So instead of holding it like a straight bar and flexing it, I'm going to actually reduce the weight because I do have 15 pound. And that's what I'm going to hold these guys here. So the idea is to hold it like this and flex. And that'll be the last exercise for today. So the idea behind this training is to strengthen my grip strength. And I'm moving slowly through the entire range of movement. Careful with my left wrist because of the fracture that I endured when, or that I got when I was quite young. Oh wow. I think the 20 pounds to begin with. Wow. You wouldn't think that this wow. 15 pounds. I'm going to feel it tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so that's it for today's exercises. So I'm just going to switch screens here. So we'll have a look at the date stamp, which today's date is June 22nd, 2026. Starting time at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And heart rate today that I hit today, I didn't even hit this zone, which is 165. to 186. So you can see I did not enter that heart rate zone. And with a maximum heart rate today of 162, I did try to push the pace intensity wise today, but my heart rate's feeling good cardiovascularly. So here, this is interesting where you can see how it drops, and then that's where I hit the that's where I was doing the last 2.5 minutes to high intensity, and I just skipped faster altogether. I don't know what pace it was. I'd have to tap tempo it to see what it was, but nonetheless, a solid effort today, and for Move It Monday. So at the beginning of today's episode, I talked about after a full day of activity, I'm still doing my fitness routine, and this is the case because I was out and about today. I was doing some work, and it required lifting things and so forth like that. And here I am at home. I haven't eaten dinner yet, but I'm going to eat soon, and pump is on. So if you think you need to have peptides to develop muscle, you're going down the wrong path. You don't need it. And the reason being, because when you replenish your body, get that tap on the shoulder, activating that process of photobiomodulation, saying, hey, make sure you use those 3 amigos that you see on the screen here. And those 3 amigos are what helps with rebuilding muscle fibers. So when you see the X39, when you replenish your body with glycine, histidine, and lysine, that's when this becomes very valuable, tapping your body on the shoulder. And when it gets a source of copper, that's the 4th amigo, and then it turns into a tripeptide. Then that's when you're going to reap the therapeutic effects from it. And so when I talk about those therapeutic effects, I'm talking about experiencing an improved mental focus and clarity. You're going to experience rapid pain relief and reduced inflammation. You will feel the benefit of improved skin appearance, and then enhanced sports performance. Well, you can see when I skip the way I do, I certainly have some energy and power, and with that comes increased energy and vitality, and lastly but not least, faster recovery from exercise. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling the recovery is like, because I make sure the muscle's feeling something. The pump is there. See? And I'm not consuming any whey protein, no creatine, no peptides. I make sure I replenish my body with the cleanest and most absorbable water, which I call deuterium depleted water, with a hydrogen molecular bond angle of 114 degrees. And I don't make a single penny telling you about it. But when I combine it with the best, when I say the best, I don't think there's any denying that I'm experiencing something that's very good. I don't know how else to tell you. So when you're ready, pull the trigger. Scan the QR code, go to unlockourbioenergy.godaddysites.com. You'll see the buttons there at the very bottom of the page where I talk about the studies and what I call bioenergy products. And when you're ready to place your order, right there, you can do it risk-free. Risk-free. And remember that Walmart and Amazon are not authorized distributors of this, nor this, because there are counterfeits out there and they want to steal your money. And this is because LifeWave has been around for 20 years. A long time. So the bigger you get, the bigger the target you become. And that's one of the reasons why you should not order outside of the links that you see on the screen. So, and this goes for any brand partner that is promoting and experiencing the product. I am a registered brand partner with LifeWave, so when you scan the QR code, you will see my first and last name in the address bar, which is Gordon Tomazic, Tomazic. And I would appreciate your support because I'm doing this for free. I'm showing you how to unlock your bioenergy, essentially. And it requires many pieces, right, that come together like this. And when your mitochondria, your DNA, is powered with light, but then also the source of fuel, which is you need to have the cleanest and most absorbable water. So whichever that version is for you, whether it's deuterium depleted or deuterium depleted treated by the X2O, which is also a new release by LifeWave themselves. So David, the CEO, David Schmidt, talks about putting the best water in the X2O. So will I get to that point? Perhaps. But right now I believe I have a good combination. So, you know, when they say unlocking your bioenergy, what does that mean? Well, it's the light and using that light for good things. And I'll tell you, there's no denying that what I'm doing is working for me. Can it work for you? You don't know until you try, and you can do it risk-free. So with that, tune in tomorrow for Tacky Tuesday. I will be doing a today's pull, tomorrow's push. So push exercises. So tune in then. It'll be a doozy. All right. Eat well, sleep well. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.